Every morning across Ghana, before the sun fully rises, millions of farmers step into their fields. Their hands hold the soil, their eyes scan the horizon, and their hearts whisper one prayer, that the land will once again reward their hard work. Today, we listen to them, the true custodians of our food system. This is A Farmers Speak, Agronomic Wisdom from Ghana's Fields. The spirit of the soil. In agriculture, everything begins with the soil. As one farmer in Tamale said to me, the soil doesn't lie. It gives you exactly what you give it. Across Ghana, farmers have learned to read the soil like a book. They know when it's tired, when it's hungry, and when it's crying for rest. From the red loams of the northern savanna to the dark, fertile soils of the forest belt, every farmer I met shared a common truth: healthy soil is living soil. They use compost made from maize stalks and livestock manure. Some add biochar to retain moisture during the dry spells. Others rotate legumes with cereals to fix nitrogen naturally. These aren't just old traditions, they're sustainable agronomic practices rooted in generations of observation. When we talk about modern agriculture, let's not forget that farmers have been scientists of the soil long before we had laboratories. Seeds of resilience. A good harvest begins with the right seed. In the Upper East region, I met a woman farmer named Amina who smiled as she held her cowpea seeds and said, "These seeds are my ancestors' stories." To her, seed saving isn't just about planting next year, it's about preserving identity. Farmers across Ghana are blending traditional varieties with improved ones to withstand heat, pests, and drought. They're adapting faster than policy, faster than weather patterns, and faster than market trends. One farmer from Tekamon told me, "If you wait for the government to tell you which seed works best, hunger will get there before the answer." That's the spirit of innovation, grassroots, and real. The future of food security in Africa depends on such farmer-led adaptation and local seed systems. Water, the lifeline of the farm. When it rains in Ghana, farmers celebrate. But rain can be both friend and foe. In the north, erratic rainfall patterns are forcing farmers to rethink irrigation. Drip systems powered by solar pumps are emerging as a game changer. Farmers in Navrongo and Savalugu have shared how they now use water efficiently, feeding each plant drop by drop. It's expensive at first, they say, but cheaper than losing your crops. Meanwhile, vegetable farmers in the south are learning to harvest rainwater, storing it in dugouts and tanks for the dry season. One said, "You don't wait for the rain, you prepare for it." This mindset of planning, conserving, adapting is what keeps Ghanaian agriculture alive under changing climate conditions. Pest management, local knowledge, modern practice. Every farmer battles pests, but not every farmer uses chemicals as their first weapon. In Wale, a young farmer showed me how he makes neem extract by soaking neem leaves overnight and spraying the solution on his maize field. In Kumasi, an organic farmer grows marigolds between his vegetables to repel insects naturally. These practices may seem simple, but they save costs, protect pollinators, and keep the soil ecosystem healthy. Modern agronomy is finally catching up to what our elders already knew: nature balances itself if you let it. Integrated pest management, IPM, is not a foreign concept here, it's the wisdom of farmers rediscovered through science. The business of farming. Every story from the field is also a story of business, of risk and reward. In Ajura, I met a maize farmer who keeps detailed records of every bag of fertilizer, every laborer's wage, and every sale. He said, "If you can't measure it, you can't manage it." Farmers are now using mobile apps to track expenses and market prices. Some form cooperatives to access bigger buyers and negotiate better deals. Agriculture is no longer just subsistence, it's enterprise. And those who understand the numbers will always have the advantage. Passing the torch. As the sun sets over the fields, I think of the next generation. Many young people see farming as punishment, not an opportunity. Yet the farmers I spoke with, men and women in their 50s and 60s, told me they still dream of youth returning to the soil with technology and energy. They said, let them come with drones, but let them also come with humility. That balance of innovation and tradition is what will sustain agriculture in Africa. So, as we close this episode, remember this. Farming is not backward, it's the backbone. And the voices from Ghana's fields remind us that real wisdom doesn't always wear a lab coat. Sometimes, it wears mud-stained boots. I'm Vinmak, and this has been Farmers Speak, Agronomic Wisdom from Ghana's Fields. If this story inspired you, subscribe, share, and leave a comment about the lessons you've learned from farmers in your own community. Until next time, let's keep growing.